Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. Thank you for joining me here. And today I want to share with you a designer house that I have found to be pretty affordable during these times of extremely high prices and fragrances. It is a designer brand, but to me it performs like a niche quality, and the notes are also absolutely beautiful. A couple of them are a little heavier, and you may want to try before you buy. Some of them have been discontinued, which I notice on Elie Saab they have a tendency to do. So if you like something, you may want to try and look at it on a Joma Shop, Max Aroma, Fragrance Net, and I do believe they have most of these. I purchased mine from Joma Shop. Now, Elie Saab is affordable. It's one of the first designer perfumes that I tried when I wanted to branch out. I know many of you have strong feelings about Alien, and I do, but my feelings are strongly positive. I've never failed to get a compliment with Alien, the original Alien, and also the Alien Aura, which was a very nice scent and has also been discontinued, and I purchased that one from Joma Shop too. That is such a nice spring summer version of Alien. They also carried the body cream at that time. I'm not sure that they do. But I enjoy Alien, and I'm not going to apologize for it because it just seems to really work on my body chemistry, and I certainly do enjoy wearing it to this day. I also branched out from it because I used to use C. Armani, and I like it. And also Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. And I kind of think, who couldn't like that one? That's an easy to love one from Chanel. I won't share all of the notes for these releases, but I just wanted to make you aware of some gems I find in the fragrance world that are, I think, more affordable. Many of these releases are anywhere from a couple years old to a few years old, and may make them a little bit harder to find. But from the websites I mentioned, you will be able to find them. It's been my experience that they're long-lasting. I've never had a problem with these, and they give very good projection. My husband really likes two of these on the list, and they are Elie Saab, I find to be very classy and elegant. My first choice will be their original, and they still do carry this. It is the Elie Saab La Perfume. This was introduced in 2011. The nose behind this is Francis Kurkdjian. This is great for spring, summer, and fall. This one is classy and elegant. The notes are African orange flower, which you definitely get, rose, honey, patchouli, and there is cedar in the base that I find very appealing. This bottle has those facets that you will soon recognize as being from Elie Saab, although they have changed a bottle last year when they introduced their Elixer. But I love this classy bottle. I think it is a great shape. I think it glistens, and I think this would look great in a bridal photograph, as well as being a wonderful scent for brides. I did not notice the rose in this version at all. The honey is in here, and it's sweet. It lends a sweetness to it, as does the African orange flower, but it is not overbearing or cloying in any way, which I think is what makes it such a great fragrance for the spring and summer, and for brides or even bridal guests. The honey is not too sweet, as I said, but it does add that central quality. I smell the patchouli in the base, which I think helps it to last, but it's not a dirty patchouli. If you think you don't like patchouli, I would go ahead and try it, because I think you will find that this is not unpleasant at all. You can get a gift set of this with a 90 ml of the EDP and a 75 ml of the body lotion and a 75 ml of the shower gel for under $85. This is a bright perfume that has a sparkling, fizzy nature to it. And it does put me in the mind of like a champagne type of fragrance. Champagne is not a note. Now, some people might find this a little sharp to the nose. If you think that that would bother you, then you may want to try their number 2 choice. And I could not find my bottle, even though I know I have it. And that is the La Perfume Lumière. And I'll put a picture up here so you can see that. It is the same shape as the original, but this one is yellow, kind of a golden color to it, which is really radiant and beautiful and fits that sparkling scent inside. It begins with that very nice orange blossom. These do have that strong orange blossom scent, as does the Bridal and the Elie Saab in white. And it also has the La Perfume, the Lumière did add a mandarin orange, so it kind of amped up the orange scents in it, which is actually a very welcome addition in my opinion. This seems softer, the Lumière, but it is every bit as elegant and long-lasting with good projection as the original. I decided that the third choice, if you want to add that fruity fragrance, would be the La Perfume in white. It was introduced in 2018, and it may be one you prefer if you like to add a fruity note to your scent. You can get a 1.7 ounce of this on JomaShop for $50. Appropriate for spring, summer, fall. I think it's very feminine. It's a chypre floral with a musk base that gives it an added warmth. The top notes are red berries. See, it adds that berry note, which really helps it, I think, to add that fruity, sparkling quality to it even more. Orange blossom, lime, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are jasmine and peach, and you can certainly get the peach, and it is very pleasant, not annoying at all, and not strong. The base note is patchouli, white amber, Tolu balsam, which I happen to really enjoy. I like the one from Ormond Jane called Tolu Balsam, and I just find that to be a very pleasant note. I think it's non-offensive in my opinion. And in the base it's also patchouli, white musk, benzoin, and vanilla. It's perfect for a wedding. Does still have that Elie Saab original La Perfume DNA. The red berries do add a sweeter quality to the fragrance without being cloying. The orange blossom is also very nice, as it is in the previous two. It's a bit softer when it dries down, but I think the performance is still good. As I do, I always carry a little extra decant with it just because I enjoy that. So if you're a bride and you're looking for a fragrance that will last you all day or all evening, you may want to just take a decant with you. The patchouli and cedar in the base of some of the flankers may not be something everyone would like. I don't find it bothersome at all. The added fruitiness makes it seem to me like it's more appropriate for those in their 20s and even 30s. But honestly, perfume is not something that has an age limit to it. And this one is not weak either. When I say it may not last as long as the original or the Lumière, I think is how you say it, it is still a good lasting perfume. They also introduced La Perfume Bridal in 2023. The 3 ounces you can obtain on JomaShop for under $60. That is their prices when I'm checking it now. By the time the video is posted, I'm thinking it will still be less than $70. Orange Blossom is in there like the original perfume. That is almost a classic scent that I expect at a wedding. Either the bride or her maid of honor, bridesmaids, guests at the wedding. I kind of expect an orange blossom scent. This one also has a ylang ylang in it, which adds a powdery touch, as well as gardenia and vanilla. and those are in the middle notes for the Bridal. And it seems to have a thicker feel to it on me, which I quite enjoy. And this, though, I will say might be better, depending on your taste, for fall and winter, or even in the evenings in the summer. Very nice scent, very long lasting, and as you can see by the pricing, very affordable too. Elie Saab also has a La Perfume, or they did, Essentiel, which is a Chypre floral, which they launched in 2020. It's a spring-summer scent. It's kind of a reinterpretation of the original La Perfume. It's sweeter, and I'm not sure if sweetness was necessarily needed, but I enjoy a sweet fragrance anyways. And it gives off a soapy vibe without being a traditional clean soapy fragrance. It actually adds a very pleasant note to it, and I quite enjoy that scent too. The gardenia is very happy to me, uplifting, and the heart is where this comes through, and it's nicely done. The base is patchouli and cedar, non-offensive, and it also has that sparkling vibe that I find in a lot of the Elie Saab La Perfume. Age range for this one, I don't think there is one. However, I find it might be good for someone in their 20s and 30s. I still prefer the original La Perfume or the La Perfume Lumière. Now, if you own either of those, then I think it's fine to own this version of it as well. Once again, I found it on Joe's shop, and I believe Fragrance Net may also have it. And the next one I'll be speaking about is the Elie Saab La Perfume Royale. Some people really enjoy this scent, and I can understand that. You can find 3 ounces of this one for under $60. This is fall, winter, and evening. Orange is in the fragrance. This one has a stronger patchouli. It is not barnyardy, but it is stronger. It's bright in the opening, but you will notice the rose. I don't get the neroli that is in here so much. The lasting power is 8 hours. I would suggest this one is not one to overspray. I found it to be something that I used half of the bottle, but I did not want to use the remaining half. It was too deep. I think I got tired of the, amazingly enough, patchouli in the base, which doesn't usually happen, and the rose just did not give me that same feel halfway through the bottle. I did not enjoy it. I could recommend trying it, definitely. People love this, but I did not. Some people also find this very sexy, but it just is not for me. Now, I hope you have stayed until this time, because I am going to tell you about what I think is one of the worst releases from Elie Saab. If you like a Middle Eastern scent and something that is pretty strong, powerful, and let's say different, then you may not consider this their worst edition. I do not enjoy this at all, and I usually like to give things a try, and I did try this. And it didn't matter how often I tried it. First spray, I enjoyed it, and I thought it would be great, but not for me. This one is the Nuit Noor, and the nose behind this one is also Francis Kurkdjian. I actually ordered it from Joe's shop, and the price is affordable. And I rarely ever, in fact I cannot remember one perfume that has actually given me a headache. But this one did. The 3 ounces is priced at $57.99, which it makes it more on the affordable side of fragrances. I do believe the ingredients in here are quality ingredients. The lasting power is great, probably because it does have such heavier notes in here. I rarely, like I said, have one that I consider too strong, but this one is strong. and it simply is too much for me. It has Madagascar Ylang Ylang, and I am not always a fond of the Ylang Ylang note in a fragrance. I think it depends on how it's done and how much is in there, but I can find it a little bothersome, but I can also find it very pleasant and tropical if it is not quite as heavy. It also has rose in here, which I can definitely smell, and I'm not fond of this rose. Has black pepper, frankincense, and Indonesian patchouli. In another video, I spoke about a perfume that had Indonesian patchouli in it, and it was not a fragrance I liked, and that was from the House of Fugazi. This one, I can only assume that the Indonesian patchouli is something that is very bothersome to me, because I didn't enjoy it in that fragrance. This fragrance did not make it any better, and I usually find Elie Saab a house that is easy to love. This is very exotic, and it's listed as being very exotic, and to me it is not a safe blind buy on any level. They have released a resort collection in the past, similar shaped bottle, but taller, and I found the one that was orange in scent. It had an orange bottle, and those from the resort collection have been absolutely delightful. Those are much harder to find, and they have seemed to be discontinued for a while now. So if you find them, I'm not sure if you'll find them and they haven't been stored properly, or they may have gone off in their scent. I don't necessarily think I would advise ordering something like that when they may not be stored properly and they are older and been discontinued. If they do come out another one and add it to their resort collection, I would definitely be purchasing a bottle. Depending on the fragrance, I might even purchase a backup bottle. Also, they will be introducing, they do have the Elixer, which I do have that right here, and I don't really enjoy it either. So the last couple have been a fail to me, well, the last couple that I've tried. This was introduced in 2023, and it's a different bottle style. I don't mind the different bottle style. I will say I prefer the ones that are more like this, the La Perfume, than I do the Elixer. This actually just seems to be a take on their design, which is what is around the bottle. Nice scent, just not for me. They are coming out with another version of the Elixer, and when they do, I'll be back to tell you my impressions of it. In general, Elie Saab, such as the Bridal, Elie Saab White, the La Perfume, Lumière, those I feel like are very crowd-pleasing, easy loves. I would venture to say safe blind buys as well. I don't encourage you blind buying, but I do find those are very pleasant. Just please try to sample this before buying. Not safe at all. Elixir, not safe in my opinion. Thank you for joining me in this video. Tell me if there's another scent you would like me to review, or if you'd like to hear that review of Girl of Now Fragrances by Elie Saab. And like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next fragrance video. Thank you and goodbye.